for me, I don't think that we don't have to see the desert, as a landscape. I think it suits the writer very well as a metaphor, as an emptiness where he can create things, where he can let things happen.
Maybe the writer will use it as a metaphor, I don't know. Not necessarily.
No.
I'm not sure. I don't think I did. I'm not sure. I'm not an intellectual. I don't think that way. I don't analyze.
But there are some readers who do, of course.
A few.
A few, yeah.
Yes, well, that's what's the matter with critics. They analyze and come up with the strangest things.
Most of your characters are very much isolated. Can I say that?
Mm-hmm.
They strike me as very isolated and very, not to say lonesome, but yes, very isolated. So they don't have real communication with other people.
That's right.
Yeah. But
it's not possible to have it either.
Excuse
this
me?
is my personal idea is that there's no such thing as communication.
It doesn't exist.
Between two individuals, no, not really. Each individual is like a separate planet whirling around, but it doesn't meet another. If it meets another, it just touches one point and then spins away again, but it doesn't really merge with it or have any connection with the other.
So one could also argue that a writer doesn't really communicate.
No, he doesn't.
So what does a writer do then?
What does he do?
Except writing, of course.
What you mean, why does he write? Yes.
Yeah. Or what does he? Why does he write then?
What does he think he's doing?
Yeah.
I think he thinks he is communicating, but I doubt it, really. Because the same sentence or the same paragraph or the same chapter or the same volume means something different to each person. You write a sentence, you know what it means, and you know what you want it to mean to anyone reading it, but you can't guarantee that it's going to mean that, because each person is different. So you can't be sure of really communicating an idea to your reader. You can just hope that it will work.
At the end of my novel, let's call it that way, the inhabitants, they burn their own village because they think that Allah has cursed the village. Yeah? And then the narrator, the I person of the story, he goes to Amsterdam, where he for the first time feels this lack of communication when he falls in love with a Dutch woman. Because love, after all, is universal.
I don't know, is it?
You don't know? You don't think so?
I don't know what it is. People say it's love that makes the world go round. Well, that's completely false. It's fear that makes the world go round. Fear comes before love anytime, in every individual, I think. Much more important fear for in any animal, in any living organism, fear is the primary emotion. When I suppose you could say, but in that case, if that were true, there would be no reproduction. But there would be reproduction anyway, because reproduction does not depend on love. It doesn't depend on fear either. But I think fear is primary. Anyway, I don't know what love is really. I'm not sure. What do you do with it?